Hey, Winnie.
Hey, Rob. Can you please make me a latte?
I'd love to.
Thanks. Also, someone on our Facebook page just asked, what's a TMS?
A TMS is a system that a company uses to manage the movement of goods, so coffee beans, for example. It's a way that they can manage the entire life of the order, from collecting quotes to dispatching and planning and then actually invoicing. So it's managing the order, and it's also managing the assets that move those things. So if you're a freight broker, you're managing carriers, your partner carrier network, and if you're a trucking company, then you're managing the trucks, the trailers, the drivers, things like that.
Cool. So why is it important to have a TMS?
It's a good question. So if we think about the order that I was just talking about, you've got different people from different departments who are going to be acting on that order at some point. Somebody could be generating the quote, another person could be dispatching the driver or the carrier, and then somebody else down the line could be actually sending the invoice. And if these people don't have a TMS to go to, then they don't have a single source of truth. If there's no single place for this information to live, then you are going to be introducing inefficiencies and risk to your business. So besides being a single source of truth for the basic information about an order, it's also really important that your TMS is able to integrate with any of the other systems that your team is using. In today's day and age, there's a software or a technology for everything. It's gonna bring all the information that the user needs into the TMS. So when they're looking at the order that they want to create the rate for, create the invoice for, create the dispatch, the information's there. How many hours of service is left on this driver? Do they have time to make that pickup? They don't have to go look for that information. It's there, it's contextual, it's more meaningful, and it's really actually a way for you to get more investment on your investment from those other systems. So the third reason has to do with internal efficiencies, right? You want your team to work efficiently, because the more efficiently they work, the better the services that they're going to be able to provide customers. So a good TMS, a modern TMS, is going to do things like automate order entry, or it's going to give your customers a portal that they can use to know exactly where in the world a shipment is, so they can answer their own track and trace questions. They can send chat messages to your team. They can get proofs of delivery that have been uploaded by your drivers. The idea is getting more out of the team that you have so that you can provide the best possible service to your customers. Yeah, so on the topic of customer service, these days, there's no end to the list of expectations that a shipper has for their logistics provider, right? They want a competitive rate instantly. They want to know real time, where in the world is their freight. When the freight does get delivered, they expect that proof of delivery immediately and electronically. So a modern TMS, a good TMS, is going to give your customers tools that they can use to self-serve and get that kind of information immediately. So the last thing is data. It's all about the data. A TMS that's your single source of truth, it's gonna have the information in it that allows you to make business decisions. Without data, you're flying blind. So you may not know about lanes that aren't profitable. You may not know about customers that aren't receiving the level of service that they need and that could be moving on the next day. If you've got a single source of truth in your TMS, then you've got the information that you need to make decisions that move your business forward.
Thanks, Rob. It sounds like a TMS can do a latte for a business.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Later, Rob.